Comment down below where you're watching from and don't forget to like and subscribe if you hate Karen. My name is Noah R. Bennett, and after 20 years juggling signals intelligence missions and later tightening firewalls for a federal agency, I imagined retirement in Cedarbrook Haven would be as tranquil as a library at midnight. The plan was simple. Grill on weekends, let Kentucky bluegrass creep lazily across the yard, and maybe learn which warbler my talkative neighbor Mabel keeps raving about. Most of all, I coveted rock-solid, fortress-grade internet, encrypted tunnel, double firewall, MAC filtered, the digital equivalent of a moat with crocodiles. For 6 blissful months, Cedarbrook delivered. Then the moving van rolled up across the street and unloaded pure, uncut trouble. The wife, Deborah Whitaker, emerged first. Meticulous blonde bob, floral capris, and the overbright smile of a born enforcer. She radiated that unmistakable energy, an HOA Karen who files complaints the way some people collect fridge magnets. Trailing her was husband officer Todd Whitaker, fresh from the police academy, badge still shiny enough to signal planes. Built like a fire plug with a stick-on mustache, he surveyed the cul-de-sac the way new captains study a map of unclaimed territory. One hand never strayed far from the duty belt. Authority, it seemed, was his favorite accessory. Their first week was a parade of cardboard and clipped commands, Deborah directing movers like platoons, Todd parking the cruiser so its spotlight conveniently illuminated my garage at night. Still, I kept to my policy of cautious optimism, wave politely, share the trash pickup schedule, smile, retreat. Optimism cratered 7 days later when Deborah intercepted me at the mailbox, voice dripping syrup but eyes hard as quartz. Noah, darling, Todd and I noticed your Wi-Fi signal is exceptionally strong. Could we borrow it, just until our provider sorts things out? I laughed then, ignorant of the cyber skirmish and Petunia line takedown this simple request would ignite. 2 evenings after Karen's "Borrow Your Signal" overture, a floral-scented envelope appeared in Noah Bennett's mailbox. Inside, a lace-bordered card reading, "Dear neighbor, please leave your Wi-Fi password on the porch by 9 p.m. We're counting on your community spirit. Red Heart Karen." The audacity made Noah snort laugh so hard he scared a mourning dove off the power line. He penned a polite decline, copied the number for Cedarbrook Fiber's help desk, and slid it under Karen's door. An hour later, porch lights across the street flicked on. Through his blinds Noah watched Karen pacing like an enraged metronome, cell phone glowing at her ear. Next morning, Karen intercepted Noah at the curb. "Your refusal is obstructing our right to equal access," she declared, arms folded. Noah explained bandwidth caps, VLANs, VPN tunnels, terms that slid off her like rain on Teflon. She ended the exchange by announcing, "I'll let my husband handle this." Husband officer Todd Whitaker showed up that afternoon in full uniform, cruiser idling, ticket pad ready. "Sir," he began, "we've had a complaint about you hoarding neighborhood resources." Noah, still in gym shorts, blinked. "Wi-Fi isn't a community well." Todd's jaw set. "Share the password and we'll call it even." Noah declined. Todd's nostrils flared, he scribbled something on the pad, tore it off, and slapped it onto Noah's mailbox, citation. "Failure to cooperate with HOA connectivity directive, $150. Todd strutted away as if justice had been served. Noah peeled the slip. Fake citation, no seal, no statute, just Todd's shaky signature. He scanned it, archived it, and forwarded a copy to the city police captain with a note, "Is impersonating a municipal citation standard practice now?" At dusk, Noah checked his router logs, 6 brute force attempts from a device tagged, Whitaker tablet. He smiled thinly. Offensive cyber antics had just opened the second front. He enabled aggressive lockout, added a honeypot SSID named, FreeGuestWiFi_open, and let the trap hum. 10 minutes later the bogus network lit up with Todd's tablet MAC address. Inside the decoy, a polite splash screen read, "Unauthorized access logged. Packet capture forwarded to internal affairs." From across the street came a muffled yell and the sound of a screen door slamming. Noah sipped chamomile tea, satisfied that round one had ended exactly where he liked his battles, invisible, documented, and airtight. Part 3, Authority in a Mustache. Thursday dawned with sirens, 2 patrol cars and an unmarked sedan flanking Noah's driveway. Todd emerged flanked by officers Harrell and Sims, faces tight. Noah stepped onto the porch, phone recording. "Mr. Bennett," Harrell began, "we're investigating a cyber harassment complaint against you." Todd thrust a thumb at Noah. "He hacked my tablet, federal offense." Noah raised an eyebrow. "Your tablet hacked itself when it attacked my network." He produced printouts, router logs, MAC addresses, timestamps matching Todd's citation stunt. Sims examined them, brow furrowing. Todd bristled. "He's a threat to neighborhood peace." Behind the police line, Karen live-streamed on her phone, HOA under siege. Former government hacker exposes families to danger. Her manic narration bled across Facebook groups in real time. Harrell asked Noah to explain the honeypot. Noah obliged in plain English, "A fake network that records intruders. Legal, non-intrusive, and it caught your officers' brute force attempts." Harrell's jaw tightened. He turned to Todd. "Were you running password crack software on a civilian's router?" Todd stammered something about testing signal strength. Sims sighed. "That's not how Wi-Fi works, officer." Moments later Harrell placed Todd under temporary administrative suspension pending internal review. Handcuffs clicked. Karen's phone nearly slipped from her manicured grip as Todd was driven away in the same cruiser he'd parked as a prop of authority. Noah's porch cam captured Karen's face cycling through disbelief, anger, and finally a vow, "You haven't heard the last of the HOA." She pivoted on wedge heels and vanished indoors. Neighbors soon arrived, whispering versions of events. Karen had already called an emergency HOA session for Saturday. Noah realized the battle had pivoted from digital trenches to social theater. He pressed "Upload" on the entire interaction, visible privacy redactions in place. Sunshine is the best disinfectant, after all. Part 4, The Emergency HOA Tribunal. Cedarbrook Haven's clubhouse normally hosted toddler birthdays and quilting bees. Tonight folding chairs bristled with residents clutching lawn care brochures as shields. A paper banner, "Restoring Harmony," hung crookedly behind Karen's podium. She opened with a PowerPoint titled, "Threat Matrix, Bennett vs. Community." Slide 1, photo of Noah grilling, labeled, "Lone Wolf Behavior." Slide 2, screenshot of honeypot splash screen, captioned, "Cyber Attack." Slide 3, spreadsheet of HOA dues, implying Noah's Wi-Fi selfishness might raise assessments. Noah requested the floor. Karen sneered, but bylaws required equal time. He stepped forward, projector cable in hand. "Let's view raw data." Up came router logs, then legal statutes on computer trespass. Murmurs grew. Karen interrupted, "He's confusing you with jargon." Noah countered, "Then let's hear from someone who trains your police on cybercrime." Sergeant Evelyn Ross, invited by Noah, stood in uniform. "Mr. Bennett's honeypot is legal. Officer Whitaker's brute force attempts are not." Gasps. Karen pivoted to emotional appeal, "Brenda can't stream workout videos, community wellness at stake." Laughter rippled. Agnes the birdwatcher whispered, "Get a better router, dear." HOA Vice President Ron Patel motioned to censure Karen for misuse of emergency meeting funds. Vote, 27-4. Karen's gavel shook. She tried to adjourn, but residents demanded tech workshops, not witch hunts. A subcommittee formed. Noah volunteered to helm digital literacy. As the crowd dispersed, Karen cornered Noah. "You think you've won? My husband will sue." He replied evenly, "Truth isn't a chess piece. It's the whole board. Good night." Outside, cameras flashed. Local blogger SuburbScan posted an article within the hour, Cybervet outsmarts HOA Karen. By dawn, hashtag Wi-Fi war trended regionally. Todd lawyered up, claiming PTSD panic. Internal Affairs doubted it, citing text threads where he boasted of teaching Bennett a lesson. He was demoted to records clerk. Karen retaliated by filing code violation complaints: lawn 2 inches over limit, false, porch light too bright, compliant bulb. Suspicious radio antennas, legal ham rig. City inspectors, now familiar with the saga, laughed them off. Each dismissal eroded Karen's credibility. Noah's tech workshops flourished, teens helped grandparents set strong passwords, parents learned about phishing. Community newsletter hailed the program as the best morale boost since the bake sale boom. Karen tried one last gambit, a petition to require all residents to share guest Wi-Fi with HOA board. Signatures gathered, 2, hers, Todd's. Petition failed. Late autumn, a moving truck arrived. Karen and Todd left Cedarbrook Haven for an undisclosed rental where, rumor said, the ISP bundled Wi-Fi. At the exit gate, Karen glared at Noah tending his chrysanthemums. He waved, genuinely wishing her better bandwidth elsewhere. Part 5, Fallout and Firewall Fortifications. With the Whitakers gone, Cedarbrook Haven entered a renaissance of neighborliness. Still, Noah doubled down on security. New mesh routers, intrusion detection logs piped to an off-site server, and a laminated sign by his patio, protected by Karma and AES 256. He and Sergeant Ross co-wrote a guidebook, Cul-de-sac Cyber Safety, free PDF that spread to HOAs statewide. Noah added a chapter titled Never Force a Password, quoting Karen's own mailbox demand as cautionary epigraph. On the Ornamental Grass forum, Noah posted photos of his revived petunias, victims of Todd's faceplant. Users cheered the hashtag #PetuniaJustice. A seed company sent free bulbs. Ron Patel, now HOA president, asked Noah to propose a fair use home network policy, no snooping, no forced sharing, but a volunteer guest network list for emergencies. Unanimous approval. Cedarbrook set a precedent, soon emulated by neighboring subdivisions. Todd, meanwhile, sued the department for wrongful demotion. Discovery produced Noah's packet capture logs. Case dismissed. Todd left policing, rumored to be consulting for a mall security firm, badge heavy, no guns. Karen opened a YouTube channel, HOA Truth Teller. First video, rant about cyberbullies, garnered 12 views, 8 of them hate watchers from Cedarbrook. She pivoted to unboxing videos, algorithms ignored her. Noah kept teaching workshops, adding a kids edition with Minecraft analogies. Liam, once petrified of Todd's cruiser, became star pupil. He built a digital replica of Cedarbrook with enchanted firewalls, players defeating fishers earned in-game petunias. Winter's first snow found Noah sipping cocoa while his secure mesh network streamed holiday jazz to every smart bulb. The LED wreath glowed steady green, no red alerts in sight. Part 6, The Ripple Effect. Following local media coverage, Noah received an email from Captain Mara Ling of a neighboring police precinct. Deputies needed cyber awareness refresher. Noah agreed. Training day opened with him projecting Todd's brute force attempts, anonymized. This is what not to do. Officers laughed, then listened. An older deputy asked, what if a resident truly can't afford internet? Noah proposed a grant-funded voucher program. Captain Ling loved it. Within months, Cedar County rolled out subsidized broadband for low-income families. At the county fair, Noah's booth, Password Rodeo, challenged visitors to lasso a strong passphrase. Karen's old complaint about sharing turned into a festival game where kids rode hobbyhorse routers through hoops labeled multi-factor, no dictionary words, 12+ characters. During a TV interview, a journalist asked Noah if he felt vindicated. He answered, this was never about beating a Karen. It was about boundaries, digital and personal, and educating folks so desperation doesn't morph into entitlement. The clip went viral, messages poured in. One line from a grandmother summed it up. "Thank you for showing we can learn without shaming." Noah bookmarked that comment. Sometimes victory isn't a mic drop, it's a quiet note that someone feels safer clicking a link. Part 7, Second Chance Packet. Spring thaw brought a surprise, a neatly typed letter postmarked from 3 states away. "Mr. Bennett, therapy requires me to confront those I harmed. I am sorry for invading your privacy and instructing my husband to misuse his badge. Our new complex has stable Wi-Fi, and I pay for it, joyfully. Karen." Enclosed, a $500 donation receipt made in Noah's name to the county's broadband voucher fund. Noah showed it to Ron Patel, who read it twice, then said, "Redemption packets do exist." They agreed to frame the receipt in the clubhouse foyer, caption, "Bandwidth belongs to those who build it." At the next garden club meeting, Agnes the birdwatcher plucked up courage to thank Noah for modeling calm resistance. She even learned Wi-Fi security so she could live-stream rare warbler songs without fear. The HOA voted to rename the community tech class the Bennett Buffer. Noah blushed but accepted, on condition the sessions stay free. Late May, Todd sent an anonymous message to Sergeant Ross, "Tell Bennett thanks, your training sessions landed me an entry-level cybersecurity job. No guns, just packets." Ross forwarded it. Noah smiled, even corrupted code can be refactored. Part 8. Neighborhood, version 2.0 by Midsummer. Cedarbrook Haven pulsed with DG confidence. Porch cameras were configured with proper encryption, retirees wielded password managers like garden trowels. Quarterly potlucks now featured a data privacy dessert, cupcakes iced with strong passphrase slogans. During one such evening, Agnes raised her glass of sweet tea. To Noah, she toasted, "For proving the strongest firewall is community." Laughter, clinking, and the crackle of citronella torches answered. From his lawn chair, Noah watched kids chase fireflies while their parents streamed the game lag-free, on connections they paid for, protected by knowledge rather than neighborly coercion. He thought of Karen's letter, Todd's new career, and the butterfly effect of one misguided Wi-Fi ask. Then he sipped tea, glad he'd chosen not to ignore that first floral card. Part 9. Legends and Ledger Entries. Local author Celeste Marquez contacted Noah about including the Wi-Fi War of Cedarbrook in her anthology Modern Neighborhood Myths. Noah agreed, stipulating accurate portrayal of Karen's apology and the voucher program. Book launch drew a modest crowd. Liam proudly pointed out the chapter to classmates. Royalties weren't huge, but Noah directed his share to the HOA's Tech Scholarship Fund. The board ledger now had a peculiar symmetry. A liability column once padded by petty fines now balanced by education grants. On the ledger's final page, Ron wrote a note, "We stopped policing routers, started empowering people. Call it net profit." October's Harvest Festival crowned Noah, Mr. Cedarbrook. His sash read, "Packet Paladin." Even he laughed at the pomp, yet the honor signified more, a quiet vet turning conflict into curriculum. Part 10. Evergreen, Eversecure. 2 years to the day after Karen's fateful mailbox ambush, Noah rose before dawn. He brewed coffee, opened the window, and breathed cedar-scented air while mesh nodes blinked steady blue. He strolled to the flower bed, chrysanthemums now joined by a thriving petunia patch grown from resilient cuttings. Kneeling, he tucked fresh mulch around roots, a living reminder that bruised blossoms can bounce back brighter. At 8 a.m. he logged into the Bennett Buffer Zoom, greeting 75 participants from 3 counties. Topic: Zero Trust Mindset for Home Networks. He began, "Zero trust isn't suspicion, it's verification with kindness." After class, he stepped onto the porch. Birds chorused, Agnes waved, and kids biked past shouting, "Hi Mr. Firewall." Noah waved back, content. Fences still marked property lines, but information flowed like sunlight, freely, intentionally, never taken by force. Cedarbrook Haven hummed along at gigabit speed, patched and peaceful. Noah watered the petunias one last time, droplet sparkling. Somewhere, perhaps, Karen connected to a secure network, typed a long password she'd learned to respect, and streamed yoga without stealing a bite. And in the quiet cul-de-sac, Noah Bennett smiled, proof that a single strong password, coupled with unflinching boundaries, can rewrite a community's code.